Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Watercolor Wednesday today. Just going to get my comments turned on and we'll wait for some of our friends to join. And then we're going to get started on a really fun project today that I can't wait to do with you guys. Let me know as you're watching this, what platform you're watching on, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see, our people all over the world watching us as we color these projects together. Okay. Hello, Jane. How are you? Hello, Suska. Hello. How's the weather for you gals today? It is a gloomy day here in Oregon, but I am okay with that. We've had a couple really hot days here, and I'm much more of like a cool weather type of a person. Summer is, my little 5-year-old is always asking me, what's your favorite season? And summer is usually like low on my list because I like the cold weather, the cool weather. Hello, everybody. Diana, I'm so glad. Okay, Diana's saying that she loves her Best Buds journal, and she is, I guess, done with it now. She is the one that inspired that journal. So that is always going to be special for her. So hello, everybody. Hello, Laura and Lori and Julie and Vicky. Hello. Oh, you're at the coast, Vicky. That's great. Where at? Are you in Seaside or Lincoln City? Let me know. I'm going to hopefully be headed over there soon too. Oh my gosh, Gilbert, Arizona. I don't even want to know how hot it is in Arizona in the summertime. I couldn't make it. No. There was a time where the queen bee lived in Arizona many years ago. And I don't know how she did it. I couldn't do it. Too hot for me. Hello, Renee. Renee, are you loving the bee set? I want to see what you're making. Hello, Ruth Ann. How are you? Is it cloudy where you are, Ruth Ann? I know we're further north than you, but oh my gosh, 109. No thanks. No thanks. I will gladly be in my air conditioning house. We keep it at 68, 69 degrees. And so, I wear sweatshirts like all year long because it's cold in my house. And that's the way I like it. So at night it gets even colder than that, which is so great. And I have a fan blowing on me. Is there any of you that like that also, that have to have like a cool bedroom at night and a fan blowing on you? Or is this just me? I don't know. Hello, Tammy, watching on YouTube. Hello. Okay, you guys, I am so excited to do this project with you today. How many of you got this set? This is the Stay Hydrated set. How many of you picked this up last week? I just said, can I please do the Watercolor Wednesday and can I please do this set? Because I wanted to watercolor it. And it's been a long time since we've done a watercolor project that is stamped in the Stays On black. So we're just going to go through and color today, and it's just going to be so fun. So I'm going to get the camera turned around and then I'll show you exactly what we are making here. Okay. Love this technology. It really just never gets old, honestly. Thinking back to the days of taking you guys on the roller coaster of, moving the phone around. I don't miss those days. Okay, look at how cute this is. We are going to make this today, and it is so simple. Oh my goodness. My daughter Kendall, we were kind of practicing last night, and I think she colored like 3 of these gals. And she just absolutely loved it. And it was really simple for her because, obviously with the Stays On, and this is the one I used here, it doesn't bleed, because it's alcohol based. And so she was really able to do a pretty good job on these. So I was very proud of her, and anytime she picks up a watercolor project and is excited to do it, the whole family gets excited, right? Anytime like the kids get excited about watercolor, it makes us excited too. The other set, I have to tell you guys, if you haven't picked this up, the other set that came out last week, the fairies, the bundle or whatever, the 3 sets, that is by far her favorite set that has ever been made. So she's been playing with that like quite a bit. I'll have to bring in some of her projects that she's made. But if you have grandkids, I highly recommend doing that, and maybe doing it with the stays on, because you don't have to worry about, pulling the color out of the lines. Oh, they went out of the lines and now the line is gone. And so, it creates frustration for them. I just, she just really has been having a great time. Yes, I love that. She said, please add my name in the drawing for a Kendall original. Oh my gosh. She will feel so cool when I tell her that you said that. So if you guys are on the fence about the fairies and you haven't gotten them yet, I highly recommend it. And of course, I got this right beside me. The queen bee is not here with me today, but this is just right here. So just as a reminder, there's also an online class to make this. And, I know lots of you have already seen this, but it's just sitting right next to me. And so I have to just quickly remind you of how cute this is, and the colors and the amount of watercolor tutorial that is in this class is wowza. It's a lot. It's a lot. And actually it gives you such good instruction that you can make a card with this. The instruction is yours forever. And so you can go back to it and say, oh, I like, I'm remembering that this project was in the journal. I'm going to go back to that and make a really neat card for my granddaughter, or, somebody, adult friends like fairies also. But, you can always like reference back to those watercolor tutorials and use them however you want. And there's so much instruction there. It's, as somebody who's done an online class, like I'm just telling you right now that the amount of hours that went into preparing this class for you all is a lot. So I know lots of you have already picked this up, but, this was sitting next to me. So I had to just bring it out again. Okay, but back to our Stay Hydrated set. Okay, so this is what we're going to be working with today. This is 5928. Maybe Leah or somebody can pin the link to the product in case you want to grab this. But this, you are not going to believe how easy it is to color this. Okay. And so like I said, I stamped this in Stays On, and then I just added watercolor. I mean, this will take you absolutely no time at all. Okay, Cheryl, question. I have a Memento ink, but is Stays On ink better to use? Okay, so if I'm remembering correctly, and you crafty people can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Memento is water-based. And so, no, water-based will not work on this. And actually, okay, so this is the trick that the queen bee told me yesterday. And she's like, don't forget to say this because this is a good tip. If you're using Copics and alcohol markers, you want a water-based ink to stamp it in, okay? But if you're using watercolor to color it in, you want an alcohol-based ink. Assuming you don't want the lines to go away and, have it be a little bit different than our typical watercolor technique, okay? So if you want to keep the lines like this, you need an alcohol-based ink to stamp it on. And again, this is just what I use, just this simple, I will tell you that these do these don't last forever. So I like to have an extra on hand because, I don't do these very often. Here's one that I did in watercolor ink. Okay, you can see the difference in the type of, just the way that it turns out. Okay, this is very soft. This is very like watercolor. You can still see some of the lines, but it's very soft. Okay, and this is just a different look. And so because we don't do this very often, I just wanted to remind you that you can always do it this way, and that it's really, really easy. And if you have, not that much time, like I will tell you that this took much more time than this, because you just, again, you don't worry about the lines going anywhere. You don't worry about pulling, color and not crossing the lines and any of that. So, and also like it gives a really neat watercolor look. And you can see I just like splattered a little bit with my brush. But you don't have to do any of that. You just put a sentiment on, and how cute, right? So again, I wanted to just show you, we're not going to do it like this today, but I just wanted to show you that you can also use that in the, our typical art impressions, watercolor technique way. Okay. Okay, Laura is saying that she just got hers and she's planning to make some cards for her niece's birthdays. That's so great. Okay, is anyone else okay, so this is a tumbler set, right? We don't call it by any brand names, but does anybody have one of these of a certain brand, or have a family member that is like obsessed with the certain brand of these? Because my child, who is not even 10 years old, is just obsessed with these. And so she has somehow, okay, I have always said, I am not buying you one of those because you are small, you are a child, and you do not need that. But all it takes is one day shopping with her dad, and he is just like wrapped around her fingers, seriously. And so one day she comes home with one of these Stanley cups. So she's obsessed with it. So this card would be just absolutely perfect for anybody in your life, any young adult female or little girl, or whoever. I mean, who wouldn't like this card? I would love it if somebody made this for me. Okay, should we get started? Let's get started. So I have pre-stamped this, and again, so easy. I use my stamp platform, and okay, I know we're going to get to this later on as we finish our project, but look at what it comes with. Okay, so it comes, obviously, here's, the main stamp is this gal with the cup. Okay. But look at all these little texture stamps that you just stamp right on top of it. Okay. And because these are clear, and we're going to do this at the end, I didn't even use a positioner. I just boop right on top. You can see exactly where it goes, and you just stamp it right on top. Of course, you can use your stamp platform, or, if you want to be double sure, you can use a positioner, but you really don't need to, because that's what, one of the good things about these clear stamps. But look at all these fun textures. I just, Joel really knocked it out of the park with this set. It's just so fun, and all these cute sentiments. Yes, Leah. Yes. Okay, I challenge Leah to make that. Yellow cup with an orange overlay, Southwest print. I love it. I love it. Anything yellow and orange, I'm very into. So Leah, that's my challenge to you, and I want to show it. I want you to do it, and I want you to show us how cute that is. But okay, let's get started here. I got my palette, and I'm going to use just a few colors today, and I'm going to start with her skin color. Okay. You can make, obviously, skin color anything you want, but you want to start with 912. Okay. So if you're making like maybe a light brown skin tone, you're going to want to start with this and then add in maybe like a 947. Okay. These two mixed together are just a beautiful, beautiful skin tone. And you just continue to add darker and darker and darker if you want to do that. Okay. But you need this one as a base, and it's so good. So this is 912. And there's no real like order that you have to go in when you're coloring this. There's really not. You just start wherever you want. I like her to look like a human right away. And I find that I'm always doing, the skin tone first just because of that. Okay. 912. So I'm going to take my brush, and I'm going to use a number 4 for this project because, as you can see, there's some larger areas, and it's much easier if you have a bigger brush, or you can use, even on some of these areas, you could use a 6. Marianne is asking, did I stamp off the Saison? That's a really good question. I didn't stamp it off, but I was very conscious of how hard I was pushing it because, and here, let me show you, is that the first one I stamped was too much for me. Okay, so this for me, you can see the difference. Okay, this was too dark for me. And that I was just pushing too hard with my platform. And so I did it again and I just used less pressure. Okay. So yes, that is something to be just conscious of. And you can do it either way. If you like the dark lines, absolutely go for it. It's not like that means it's wrong to do it like that. It's just honestly a personal preference. Okay, Kendra Lee is on and the Queen Bee. Okay, how rude that they are together without me. Rude, very rude. They are hanging out together. So if you gals who are watching have any questions for them, absolutely go for it. Okay, nothing is off limits. Okay, you can ask them whatever you want. And in honor of my sister being on today, I'm just going to like paint this as if it's her. Okay, so we're going to paint Kendra holding a cup here. Okay, this is not, we can't call it a Stanley Cup. Okay, we're not calling it a Stanley Cup, but it is a tumbler that is similar. So we're going to color my sister. So we're going to start with her 912 skin tone. And we're just going to, start light here. Got a little fuzz on there. And again, look at this, like none of these lines go anywhere. It's so nice. After being, worried all the time, like, oh, I can't cross the line. I don't want to, get too much ink because it's going to muddy my painting. You don't have that problem at all with this. And, a gray alcohol-based ink pad would work very great too. So just experiment with different things. Yes, Sherry, they are together and they are studying. The Queen Bee knows a lot about science and medicine, so she had to fly to help study. She's a lady of many talents. I'm kidding. Art is her thing. We joke all the time, like, when Kendra's telling us like what she has coming up or the amount of stuff she's got to study for or the topics or whatever, like she and I are always saying, wow, like I'm so glad that's not me. Like I could never do that. Oh, yes, Vicky, the gang's all here. The gang is all here. So I'm just going back in with my skin tone here. And again, there's honestly nothing to this. It's very obvious, like where the lines are. There's no guessing. If you're worried about like hitting some of these like smaller areas, you can always switch to a 1. I think when Kendall was doing this, she was like really worried about staying in the line. So she used a 1 for this whole thing. And I said, oh, you can try to, use a larger brush. And she wasn't having it. So, okay. She is, Kendra. Queen Bee is a gal of many, many abilities and talents. Okay, you guys, if you have any questions, ask away. Anybody having any, troubles with any of the sets or, maybe you are trying to go for like a certain type of look, but maybe, you're having, I don't know, difficulty on anything, just ask away. Ask away. If there's any specific set that you want us to see, definitely let us know, because I am going to be doing lots of tutorials, lots of videos as we, going forward, and I would love your input as to what you like to see. Do you like to see more of these like stays on projects, more scenery, more animals? I mean, there may be more animals coming, but we'll see. Okay, next up, is I'm going to color her hair. And so right now, Kendra has brown hair. So you all haven't seen it, but it looks so good. So I'm going to do a brown. And I just love this warm brown of the twin tone. So you can definitely use your twin tone on your palette. Okay. Kendra, will you give us a lesson on something? Will you give us a lesson on microbiology? Or tell us something really interesting about the body? Or, I don't know, just we need something. We need some information here. Well, I'm just coloring her hair in. The only difference here is that my sister she doesn't wear her hair up like this, really. So if she's going to wear a bun, it's going to be like way down here. Okay. So, you know, you could just leave this off when you stamp and just draw another one here if you really wanted to do an accurate Kendra painting. So we want some like differentiation in, you know, lines and tones, right? So I'm going to do a little bit darker in here, and I'll go back in with my twin tone also. But look at, like, this is so easy. You got the top knot going again. Okay, so the top knot, she makes fun of me because I have never stopped the top knot. I did it far before I met my husband. And obviously, like, after I had kids, like, the top knot is just a guarantee hairstyle for a mom. And I always get made fun of for doing the top knot. So I'm glad to see that you have now come back around and are embracing that. Maybe when we see you on live again, we'll see you with a top knot. Okay, next, I'm going to do her shirt here, okay? And since this is Kendra, we're going to do a neutral color, okay? She is very, like, neutral. 992 is what I'm going to use. Okay, this looks kind of odd on here, but it's kind of a neat, like, cool tone, like almost like a sandy color, kind of. So we're going to do that. And again, like, you can do, look at the packaging, like, look how cute this way is colored. You know, you can do any hair color, just honestly experiment with different things. I know that when I was coloring this, I did several different ways, and it was all very, very cute. There was no color palette that I used that I was like, ooh, no, I'm not going to do that again. Like, it's a fun image. And so I think you can really use fun colors too. Yes, Wendy is, like, spoiled, like, all the time. You're right, Marianne. Wendy is just, wowza. She is unique. Yes, Vicky, Kendra is a neutral type of a gal. You know, she is. She likes neutrals. I'm the one that tries to, like, get her to do brighter colors, but she doesn't listen. She never has listened, and I'm the older sister, so I've always, like, tried to, you know, get her to do what I say, but has yet to happen. Okay, so I'm just, again, going here, filling in the lines, just taking some of this light brown, and we're going to go over it again to give it a little more, like, interest. But this is going to be, like, our base layer here, okay? And definitely Kendra would wear, like, a brown color. Definitely. Kendra has always danced to her own beat of the drum. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Don't try to fit her in any specific category. Okay. So that's our first layer. And then I'm going to go back with my brush. And again, you can use a 1 for this. Mix, like, a tiny bit of that brown, just a little bit to warm it up. And I'm just going to give it some stripes here. You know, she may or may not wear stripes, but she's getting it in this. And remember, when you do the stripes on the arm, they have to go like a little bit. You can't just do like a line all the way across, okay? Yes, exactly. Memento is a water-based ink, and yes, better for alcohol-based markers. Stays on is alcohol-based, better, yes, won't smear for watercolor markers. You can see that I have clearly gone over some of these lines. They don't go anywhere, and it's really nice. Barb, that's hilarious. Barb is saying she's watching on YouTube, and she's watching at double speed, so she can catch up. You know what, Diana, she doesn't have fancy nails right now, right? I can't remember actually. I know you did have them like about a month ago, but you said you were getting rid of them. So I can't remember. Did I make that up that you did get rid of them? Let us know. Let us know. Okay, so again, just the stripes here. And I'm going to darken this color just a bit. Okay. Next up, definitely Kendra is going to be wearing, probably she'd be wearing like some type of leggings, but we're going to put her in jeans today. Okay. So 565. It's just such a good color for denim because it's a really neat, like cool tone blue. I mean, you know, you all use this blue probably every day. But it doesn't get old. Okay, so we're going to go here, and all you just do is bring this color down. Okay? And the same here. We're just basically coloring, you know? Just coloring. And then you could always do maybe a little darker back here, blend that in. And then maybe a little bit darker here too. You just kind of blend those lines in. Okay. Then we're going to keep the shirt white, but we're going to add some of the we're going to add some of this blue color, the same color that we use for the pants, and just add like a little bit of like shadowing to it. Because, you know, nothing is just white. We don't have anything white. And let's see, how about some brown? Okay, Kendra's saying, okay, you chop them, keep them chopped. Okay, just keep them chopped. Okay, so probably she would be wearing like some type of a neutral color shoe. And I think that back in the day, like when everybody wore flats, she had definitely had some brown flats. So we're gonna just give her some of these. And again, you're just coloring in the lines. You can use a you can use a one if you want. And remember that this set comes with dies too, okay? So if you look here, I cut her out and just popped her up. So don't forget, this is a really, really neat set because of that, because it comes with the dies. Okay, and you can see this one, I didn't die cut her. Look how cute, it's just so cute. Okay, next up, we're gonna color her purse brown. Let's see. What are some good alcohol markers? Actually, I'm not sure. I am not somebody who is very good at Copics. I just typically stay in the watercolor world. But if anybody has some suggestions, that would be great. Leave them in the comments for some good alcohol markers. Hello, Carolyn. Good morning. Yes, I love this set too. It's so cute. So we're going to add more of our brown. And again, this is just twin tone brown. You can also take the 969 brown and warm it up Or there's several different warm browns too. I have this right here because I always use my twin tones. So just for sake of convenience, I'm using this. And I also really like the color. Okay, Kendra, we're still waiting on some medical, just something interesting that you have learned in the last week. Okay. I'm going to take this brown and I'm just working in sections. Okay. That's the easiest way to do it. And we're going to give this bag a little bit of texture too, but add a little more water, pinch off. Go back in. Okay. And then you can see we have some like a little bit darker area. That's what we want. Darker back here. And then again, we're going to go in with our twin tone here. Okay. How does she look? Does this look like my sister? I think it does. Okay. Next up, we're going to do her glasses. For sure she has black glasses. Okay. You can see this gal right here. She's got some red on her glasses. That would be very, very cute to do too. But for sure, Kendra will be wearing black glasses. And you don't have to do these super dark, okay? Like nothing on here should be really that dark. Again, I'm just using my 4. You can leave like a little highlight in there too if you want. Or you can always go back with your white paint and add it. Very carefully if you're using your 4. And then I'm going to go back in obviously with my twin tone. And but not quite yet. Next up, we're going to add in some cheeks. Okay, so this is the color that I'm going to use to color in the cup also. So I'm just going to use the same thing for her cheeks and her lips. Vicky, I don't think so. I think that I can see them both. She's asking if people watching on Facebook can see the YouTube comments also. I don't think so. And vice versa too. Like I don't think YouTube can see Facebook comments, but you're welcome to click over there and run through. There's a lot of good information, a lot of good questions people are asking on YouTube also. Yes, you could. Kendra is saying you could use a gold pen on the glasses or add gems. Very cute. Yes. Can somebody do that? Can somebody do this project and post it on social media so that we can see it? Like all jazzed up with like gems and sparkly die cut. Like I want to see it. I want to see what you guys can make with this. Okay, so this is just 703. And again, we just very lightly want this, okay? Just a little bit light on her cheeks. Okay. She's probably wearing pink lipstick right now. Kendra, can you confirm that? Okay. Do you know what? I would love to show you the gold and silver live. Yes, I would love to do that. Unfortunately, gosh, darn, I don't have it with me right here. But since hopefully we'll see you on live, we'll make sure that you have it available so that you can show it because, yeah, I agree. Like it would be really neat to show how that works with a watercolor. Totally agree with that. Okay, so before we get to our cup, I'm just going to take my twin tone and I am going to add in just a few little areas. You know, we like to have, you know, a range of dark to light, okay? And so just by adding just a little bit on here with the fine tip, you're going to really get nice dimension. And this is your chance also to add like any type of texture. Like this bag to me needs some texture. So I'm going to just add, you know, why not add a stripe to like absolutely everything? You know, that's my mentality for watercolor. add a little bit of this dark in between these lines. And then you get some really nice depth there, you know, and it doesn't take much. Honestly, just the fine tip of your pen, okay, of your twin tone. So if you don't have these twin tones, like, you need the twin tones. So you can also like kind of darken these little buttons up. And what color should we make her earrings? Should we make them blue or brown or pink? What do you think? Leave it in the comments. And after I do her glasses, we'll pick. It's little, so you're not going to see it too much. Okay, so again, I'm taking my twin tone black, and I'm just very gently adding a little bit of texture here, okay? Okay, again, you don't have to do much. Oh, Diana, that's so sweet. Do you know, growing up, we weren't really that close, I would say. But as adults, very much so, which is great. Okay, now I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add on here before we start the cup. I don't think so. I'm trying to think, what does it need? And I'm going to actually take my fine tip of this brown and maybe like darken that up just a bit. You don't have to, again, you don't have to do much. Especially like underneath, you know, where it's showing showing the under part of the shirt or the inside. That's not true. So Kendra's saying she was never cool enough to hang out with me as kids. I mean, I guess it's partially true. I was, you know, like extremely cool. Just kidding. Ew, I was not cool at all. I was not. But I was one of those kids that always wanted to be like with her friends. Always. I had like, I think really bad FOMO. You know, fear of missing out on anything. And you know, back in the 80s and 90s, like we were outside all the time. Like we had sleepover, all the fun things that, you know, you really can't do now because we just know too much. That the kids really can't do now. So I was definitely not too cool, but I was definitely out with my friends a lot. And Kendra is, I don't know if you guys know this, but she is an extreme introvert. And, so she preferred to just be like at home. I know, Vicky, exactly. So I get here after her harassing me. You know, I lived in Canada 8 years, and all the time she'd say, you need to move back, you need to move back. And I did. And look what happens to her. She leaves. Like, it's not the rudest thing ever. It's so rude. Okay, 7:03. We're going to do a pink cup. This is in honor of Kendall, who has a pink cup. So I'm going to take my pink, the 703, and remember, this is like a rounded item, okay? So we have to be aware of a little bit of a highlight in the middle, okay? And this is, again, like the easiest thing to color ever. Okay, you don't have to like worry too much about it, but we want to leave a little bit of a highlight. And maybe like a little bit darker on the sides. Okay. And remember, when we go over this with our stamp, you're still going to see the pink, but it's going to be, you're going to see the pattern on top. Okay. And then, Andrea, she is like extremely cool now. She like grew into her coolness. And so now everybody wants to be her friend. Okay. And now I have now morphed into an introvert as an adult, an extreme introvert. So yeah, she's definitely cooler than me right now. There's no question. Okay, so I'm going to go back here with my light, or with that blue, that same 565. And again, we don't leave anything white. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of color here, okay? Even if this is white, we need to just have a little bit there, okay? And now you are gonna see, yes, same color for her lipstick. Yes, exactly. So when I choose my colors, you can see like this is a very simple palette, okay? I purposefully use the same pink here and here. The same brown for the shoes, the purse, and the hair. Okay, and then I guess just a different shade of that brown. And then the pants and the shirt like really go together using those blues. So I like to keep my palette simple. Okay, you don't absolutely have to, especially when you're doing a project like this, like a really fun. You don't have to, but yes, I did in this case. And could even put like a little more pink in there. You'll have to confirm for us if you're wearing pink lipstick right now, Kendra Lee. Yes. Okay, so Kendra's saying this is her prancing away from her problems. You know, if you just pretend like they don't exist, they don't exist. Okay? You just get your sunnies on, you get your big cup of water, and out the door you go. Okay? Yes. Yes, I agree. Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy it is. Oh, Andrea, I love that idea. Oh my goodness. Oh, shoot, I wish I could do that. That's such a great idea. She's saying it needs an AI sticker on it. Yes, I mean, we definitely should have added the little AI logo here. That'd be so cute. Okay, so again, this set comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 of these textures, okay, that you just stamp right on top. And I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna not use my positioner. And you can, if you want to be double sure, you can. But the good thing is that this is clear. So you can see exactly where it goes, okay? I'm going to use 725, which is a shade darker than the 703, okay? You can use the same 703 if you want. You can. It's going to be a little bit more subtle of a pattern. So if that's what you like, absolutely do that. Okay. So I'm just going to line this up. I'm going to have to like lean over a little bit. So sorry. Like, look at how cute that is, okay? Did not use a positioner. I just eyeballed it. And it just, isn't that just adorable? Okay, obviously I had to use like the leopard print. Okay, Leah, you're right. So she's saying that the AI logo is in the village set, the little freebies or whatever, the accessories to the freebies. How fun would that be? Can somebody do that? I need to just see that. Okay, did anyone say what color the earring should be? Did anyone say? I'm going to do it pink. So, okay, Carolyn is asking, is Kendra blonde or does she go back to brown? She's brown, you guys. She is brown and it looks so good. Okay, I know you've seen her a range. She's had the range of colors. But I think brown is her best. And it's so, so, so cute. So you will see that hopefully soon. Okay, so I'm just taking my pink, my 703 fine tip, and I'm just going over that. Okay, is she going to wear pink earrings? Probably not, but this is my project, so I can do it for her. So if you look at the sample, all I did here was go over it with blue. If you want this like fun background here, just go over blue. And then I just took that 703 and went on top of the blue. Okay, so you can do that if you want. We're not going to do that now because I just wanted to show you how cute and easy it is to watercolor these. I encourage you to get your stamps out. There's been, I mean, I can't even tell you how many sets AI has done over the last like 30 years. There's so many. And, you know, I know we sort of get in the habit of watercolor and landscape and flowers and foliage, and we're never going to stop doing that. We're always going to do that. But I challenge you to go through your stash, get something you haven't used, like maybe like a funny scene or a funny person or something, and stamp it in StazOn and watercolor it. I would love to see that and post it so that we can look. Because this was really fun and it really didn't take long. Checking the comments again. Renee's asking, hold on, let me scroll up here. Will we be able to view the color numbers you're using in the link? And is 912 the colors that you use for the skin tones? Yes. Okay. Let me just show you actually the colors that I use right now. So typically we don't list them all, but I will show you. So yes, this is the skin tone I use. This is 912. Okay. If you're doing any type of skin, whether that's light brown, dark brown, you know, more whiter skin, you need this as your base, okay? And you can always mix it with something like 947. I didn't do this with her, okay, because I'm painting my sister. However, this is a great one to mix in, okay? So I use this one. I use number 703 for the pink, for the cup, and for her cheeks and her lips. And I used 725 for the pattern. Okay. I used 992, which is like this really nice, cool sand color. I used that for her shirt. And then, of course, I used the 565 like for her jeans. And then the last one is just a black. So N25 for the black. Okay. Let me zoom it out a little bit here. And then StazOn. So I stamped it in. And then of course, I'm never going to do a project without my besties, the twin tones. Okay, so I used a brown twin tone, a blue twin tone, and a black. Okay, does that help showing the colors I use? And of course, the stamp set is number 5928. This is Stay Hydrated. Okay, look at all these like fun sayings on here. Somebody make this. I want to see how you're doing this. Whether it's Copics or watercolor or colored pencil or whatever. I mean, there's so many ways that you could do this. Yes, if anybody wants this, put it I guess just say that you are interested in maybe winning this. And Leah will pick a winner and we'll send this to you. Titled Kendra Running Away from Her Problems / Hard Tests. Okay, that is the title of this artwork. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera around. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was really fun. I will be doing probably lots more projects like this. So let me know in the comments if you have a set that you maybe haven't seen a tutorial on that you would like to. Happy to do it. We are here to help you. We want you to get better. We want you to really enjoy doing watercolor just like we do. So thank you again. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye, everybody.